Okay, hi, good evening. So before we get started, I'd like to say thank you for letting me interview you today. Before we go on, could you please introduce yourself, your name, where you go to school, and where you're from?
My name is Najma. I go to SMA 3 Malang and I'm from Malang.
Okay, so the reason why I am interviewing you today is because it's for my uh, class assignment, and I'm supposed to interview someone who has been abroad, who has lived abroad for a while. So my first question for you is, where did you go, and how long were you there for?
I went to America, Boston to be exact, and I lived there for 8 years.
Okay, 8 years. Did you go to school there then?
Yes, I did.
Why did you go there? Is there like a specific reason that you went there?
My dad was doing his PhD degree there, and I followed him. My whole family did.
How old were you when you first arrived there?
Around 7 years old.
And how did you feel when you first arrived there?
Um, Very confused because I didn't know the language at all. I didn't know the culture, so it was very hard for me to kind of like adapt to the situation.
Did you find that learning English was a difficult thing for you?
Yes, it definitely was.
So you had to learn from zero.
Yeah.
Okay. So you had no foundation or base in that language before you came to America.
No, probably just simple words like hello or how are you, but
Oh, okay, I see. When you were there, did you feel any cultural shock?
not really. I feel like because I was so young, there wasn't much for me to kind of get used to. I feel like I felt like it was just like a learning part of what I was supposed to do, and so not really. No.
So you didn't find it weird that people dressed differently and they spoke differently?
No, not
Oh,
really.
really? Okay. Uh, what was the hardest adjustment that you had to make while being over there?
Definitely learning the language because I had to learn it from zero, of course, and none of my family, except for my dad, learned it. But my dad was in school all the time, and he wouldn't speak in English to me, and that was really hard for me.
Oh, okay. So, but when you learned English, did you forget your Indonesian, or you did?
Yeah, so because I was learning English, I felt like I put so much time into learning English that I didn't remember my Indonesian. So later on, I forgot it and didn't use it at all.
How long did it take you to learn that language?
English?
Yeah.
Maybe around 2 years, I think, or that's not. It's maybe 2 years took me. It took me 2 years to kind of like get used to it, but to be fluent, it took me a really long time. Yeah.
Which is harder, bahasa Indonesia or English?
I say English because I've learned both of them, and I think English has more like grammar and stuff like that, and that makes it even harder.
Now that you know the different cultural traditions in Indonesia and in America, can you tell me the difference between their cultures?
Maybe in America, the people are more open because they're not required to have a religion or their law isn't based off of religion, as where here they have like it's based off of religion. So it's very much, there's a lot more ideas that are more close-minded and upon their religion here, except, but over there it's not that kind of thing happening.
So, do you prefer living in which country then, if you were to choose?
Based on my experiences, I would choose America just because I felt more like myself over there.